My name is Dr. Sushil Sikha. I'm a medical volunteer here with a broader view in Kathmandu, Nepal. I recently graduated medical school with honors and am currently in the process of applying for medical residency programs. And I'm from Princeton, New Jersey, USA. Why did you choose to volunteer in Kathmandu, Nepal? And what programs are you doing and why? I chose Nepal, Kathmandu, due to its rich history and wonderful cultural aspects that I've read so much about. What program? I chose the healthcare hospital program since I wanted to learn more about medical care in developing nations and the challenges that the medical systems here face, while trying to make a meaningful contribution to those in need. Why a broader view? I chose a broader view due to the professionalism that I saw on their website and after having spoken to and emailing the staff. They were quick to respond, and the overall feeling I got was a sense of sincerity and pride in their work. What was the most surprising thing that you experienced while in the program? The most surprising thing I experienced in regards to this program was how the hospitals managed to care for patients with limited resources and infrastructure in place. About the host family, I was surprised about how quickly I felt like I was a part of their family. They took me in with open arms and made me feel like one of the family members from day one. What surprised me about the country was that everyone just seems to be happy. There might be all sorts of chaos happening around them, but for the most part, everyone seems to handle the situations in stride and are generally a happy people. What was the most difficult thing you experienced while in the program? I didn't experience any true difficulties while here, whether it was about the program, the host family, or the country. Any tips for future volunteers? For clothing-wise, regardless of whether or not you're planning on going trekking afterwards, try and pack light. You can buy most things here for pretty cheap, and the laundry service isn't too far and doesn't take too long either, at the most a day. Sightseeing. I've visited and would recommend others to visit Bhaktapur, Patan, Nagarkot, Pokhara, Jomso Muktinath. And some of the spiritual places that I visited include Buddha Stupa, Swayambhu Stupa, Pashupatinath, and Muktinath. These are all wonderful places and you'll have a great time. Laundry and internet, like I said before, laundry services here are more than adequate, and the internet access here at the homestay was great with little to no downtime. And most restaurants and hotels have free Wi-Fi access as well. Other things volunteers should know about. In regards to the city and town, just be mindful, observant, aware while you're traveling in general. In regards to the weather, I arrived here mid-monsoon season and stayed till the end of October, so I witnessed a few different climates. But overall, during the winters, make sure to have things in wool fabric, and during the monsoon season, make sure to bring a raincoat or an umbrella. The local people here are incredibly nice and accommodating. Sometimes they might not understand what you're saying, especially if you're talking too quickly, so try and slow down and use hand gestures if needed. For tours, talk to the host family. Sudhir should be your main contact point. If you need anything, he will find a way to make it happen, or he will point you in the right direction. I suggest before booking trekking tours to do proper research and talk to a few companies while you are here. The hospital I volunteered at was located in a small village which hosts only one of the few plastic reconstructive surgery hospitals in all of Nepal. Focusing on congenital deformities and skin, soft tissue, and other burn-related injuries, and performs comprehensive, high-quality, low-cost, or free surgeries. Due to the fact that this was the only hospital in the surrounding regions, most patients would come from nearby smaller villages and were promptly seen by physicians in the outpatient department of the hospital and were then facilitated to respective departments afterwards. I participated in daily rounds with the physicians and nursing staff, wound dressings, minor non-invasive procedures like the derma roller. And some of the cases that I scrubbed in or assisted with include reattachment of the third and fourth distal phalanges due to a motor vehicle accident, a 19-year-old male with a past medical history of a cleft-lipped palate, presenting to the OR with a red retractor that needed removal, used in the process of maxillary bone realignment. Multiple patients with post-burn hypertrophic scars, with requiring skin grafts and scar tissue excisions, and surgical debridement of sacral decubitus ulcers. I also spent a significant amount of time with the physicians and staff discussing various aspects of healthcare systems and challenges they face. Next, I also went to a few schools, basically 9th and 10th graders and orphanages who had kids from all different ages to teach basic first aid and CPR. The kids really seemed to enjoy the interactive presentations and always seemed eager to learn more. They especially loved performing the chest compressions on the CPR mannequin that I brought. Finally, I gave basic first aid, CPR, and home health care seminar for nurses and other medical professionals in the Katmandu area. With a turnout of around 40 healthcare professionals and nursing staff in total, the event was a success. And overall, this entire trip allowed me to grow in many aspects of my life. And I've seen and learned and experienced more than I ever thought possible. I'm incredibly grateful to be given this opportunity by ABV and its coordinators. How would you describe your accommodation? The homestay was very clean, comfortable, and most importantly, safe. There are house rules that are covered in the Nepal orientation presentation given by Sudhir that, if followed, will make for an excellent experience. Meals: dal bhat, momos, and pretty much anything else. The spices used in Nepali cuisine are awesome and add so much flavor to the dishes. My suggestion is to try as much of it as possible. Security-wise, I always felt safe and secure, but as a reminder while traveling anywhere, try to be aware and observant of your surroundings and try to follow the house rules set forth by the host family. The rules are in place for safety reasons. The host family, Sudhir and Sarita, made me feel at home. They are incredibly nice and very helpful for managing trips to just daily updates. What was your favorite memory of this trip? Regarding the program, by the end of it at the hospital, I became close to the physicians and the hospital staff. There were so many interesting cases that I was a part of that I would never be able to see back home. I also gave a few healthcare seminars in CPR and first aid to the students and other medical professionals. In regards to my favorite memory about the host family, celebrating Dasai or Dasara with the family was spectacular. And in regards to the country, all the sights and sounds, the chanting of the Buddhist prayers by the stupas is definitely a memory that will last a lifetime.